Good evening. Glad you could stop by a little while here today for a little chit-chatting. Got a good song picked out for you today. It's called, about a place. It's a place song. It's called the Little White Chapel in the Pines. It's you can find that in Hudsonville, Michigan. Back when my kids were small, we used to travel around from place to place and sing the Lord's songs, and they invited us to this drive-in church. They said, would you be willing to sing at a drive-in church? I'd never done one before. I've heard about them, and I said, absolutely. We sing anywhere invited. So we go there on an appointed night, and big sign out there that says, we welcome the Dave Dickerson family. And it was a small white chapel church nettled in the Pines, and it was called the Chapel in the Pines. And so we went upstairs, and there was the place where you stood and performed, and the microphones were set up. And I think either my son or my daughter said, Daddy, where's the people? Ain't nobody here. And the owner started laughing, and they said, open the door, George. And that whole west wall opened up, and all the cars was out there. They started beeping their horns and shouting out of the windows, and it was quite a sight. And the kids thought that was the coolest thing they'd ever seen. We stepped out on the balcony there and commenced to singing and playing, and they had those great big old yard speakers out there on the big telephone poles, and I could see some people maybe a block and a half away sitting underneath the shade tree, tapping their toes and clapping their hands. They could hear real well. And so it's a beautiful little place called the Chapel in the Pines. Had to write a song about it because it was worthy to. There's a little country drive-in church down a little country road. You can hear the gospel music a country mile away. And you don't have to leave the comforts of your car to hear Brother Leland preach and pray. Where country folks all gather around for fellowship and dinner on the ground. They love the Lord and have a good old time. So if you need a place to go to rest your mind and bless your soul, I recommend the Chapel in the Pines. There's a little white chapel in the Pines where they preach the gospel and have for a long, long time. It was founded on the Word of God. You'll know your own holy sod when you're at the Chapel in the Pines. Surely God has blessed the place with His love and with His grace, with men and women who serve so faithfully. And in my travels all around, singing His song from town to town, there's no place that I would rather be than that little white chapel in the Pines, where they preach the gospel and have for a long, long time. It was founded on the Word of God. You'll know your own holy sod when you're at the Chapel in the Pines. God bless that little chapel in the Pines. Yeah, we played and sang there many, many a time. And we met other people, and they had group sings, and that's when it really got fun, when there would be like 7 or 8 different families or groups there to perform and to sing. Well, the drive-in part has been done away with. They built a gospel barn, but I still miss the drive-in part. to me and the kids, that was cool. And there's not many of them around anymore. But what got me was Brother Leland, a short man, but built like a bull and strong as a bull. And he was a medic in the war, and his job was to go out and bring the wounded in. And I don't know how many times he would tell us that story, how he did that. I'd like to know how many he rescued. I guess only he and God knows. He's in heaven now. But what got me was when it come time to take up the offering, we'd be playing and singing, and he had somebody going car to car for offering to keep the place running. But he himself would literally run to every car, and talk to the people in the car and have prayer with them. And he was faithful at that. Brother Leland, he was a good, devout Christian man. The place is still going, and it's running well. They mainly like groups coming in now instead of just an old lone redneck like myself. But it's still called the Chapel in the Pines, and it's in Hudsonville, Michigan. So someday go out there on Port Sheldon Road, and you'll see the sign, Chapel in the Pines, and get yourself a schedule and visit it when you can. Well, that's our song, story, and testimony tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, singing about a place. I'm going to be singing shortly, not too far into the distance, about another place, a great place, a Christian camp, and it's called Shady Green Pastures. Until then, God bless, and we'll see you.